Hey everyone, Matt here from Hydro Gaming, and welcome to episode 18 in Knightwatch A Journey. I know, it's been forever since I posted a devlog episode, but I promise the systems we're working on are almost done and soon it'll all be worth it. But just to keep you all satiated, here's a sneak peek of what we've been working on. So remember how in the last couple episodes I was talking about revamping our Locomotion system? Well, I finally did it. In today's episode, we're going to be unveiling the Knightwatch Locomotion System 2.0. Our movement animations are much smoother, we squashed all the bugs with our feet positioning, and I finally added in that Assassin's Creed climbing system I keep talking about. And as a little added bonus, we're going to be playing as our female character for once. We added her to the game way back near the beginning of the series, I think episode 5, but she never got her chance to be in the spotlight. And all that'll change in today's episode. So without further ado, welcome to the long-awaited episode 18 in Knightwatch A Journey, where we as a community attempt to create our very own single-player RPG video game using the power of the Unreal Engine. Let's get started. So I know we covered this one in a previous episode, in fact I think it was the last episode, but I wasn't really happy with how it turned out. The weather effects didn't look super great, and the sound effects didn't do much to evoke any sort of urgency during bad weather. They were pretty weak, to be honest. So I challenged the Unreal Marketplace to come up with a better weather system than what I had thrown together, and as expected, they were all better. Enter Ultra Dynamic Sky. As much as I liked using Good Sky, Ultra Dynamic Sky does all of the same things, just a lot better. So once again, we've got a new skybox, day-night cycle, and except this time we have volumetric clouds, material-based weather effects for our landscape, so things like puddles and snow cover appearing on the ground, enhanced weather special effects, and much better sound effects. The weather effects, such as rain and snow, even get blocked by objects in the game world, so if you're standing under the roof, you won't see the snow come through and hit the ground in front of you, which I think is pretty insane. We'll take a look at how the new thunderstorms play out in the town of Edenville. And once again, we've redone our post-processing and lighting systems. Why not, right? I'm sure you're beginning to understand why this episode took so damn long to come out. But hey, when I first designed the lighting system for Knightwatch, I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, I know a lot more now, but I'm definitely not a master of lighting systems by any stretch of the imagination. There's a lot of terminology I still don't understand, but through a lot of trial and error, I've found a setup that I'm happy with, and I hope you'll like it too. The world doesn't have that washed out orange tint to it anymore, and I've also added in some volumetric height fog to help hide object pop-in. I had some comments about the pop-in we had in our game, and that we should change up our LODs, but I also want the game to be well optimized. If objects like trees and bushes are still rendering at full detail way off in the distance, that's really going to hurt performance. So I think the fog helps create a nice balance without sacrificing graphics quality too much. Take a look. Are you noticing a pattern here? Yet another thing that just wasn't good for us, and I decided we needed to replace it. This time, it was the water. So for those of you who don't know, Unreal Engine version 4.26 comes with its own water system that looks absolutely fantastic. The deep blues really blend well with the map architecture and the look I'm going for with Knightwatch. I know I said in the last episode that we'd be showcasing the new swimming system, but hey, if you can believe it, I got distracted and I turned my attention working on other systems in the game. Don't worry, when we get back to the locomotion section, you'll understand why I had to put swimming on hold. So anyways, back to the topic of water. The surface reflections look great, we can change the wave height and frequency, and the water changes color and opacity based on depth, which will be great for performance. What do I mean by this? Well, if you look at the water, the shallower the water is, the more transparent it becomes. But as the water gets deeper, it becomes harder to see the ocean floor. That means later on we can despawn things like fish, seaweed, and other types of objects and foliage beneath the water surface in order to save on graphics memory. Just one more great way we can optimize the game. We finally did it, folks. I'm proud to unveil our all-new locomotion system. This time around, we're going with the Advanced Locomotion System version 4, which you can find today for free on the Unreal Engine Marketplace. All the animations look so good, the climbing and mantling system is silky smooth. I can't get enough of the system. Hats off to its creators, beautiful work. However, the problem with this asset is that integrating it into your own project is next to impossible if you don't want any errors to pop up. Yes, you can get it working, but working perfectly? That's a whole other beast. This took me so long to do that I cheated and created my own workaround to get my custom character to work with the system. And because it was such a royal pain in the behind to get it working, I think I'm actually going to release a tutorial on how I made it work. But until then, we can at least enjoy the fact that the final change to the locomotion system has been made, and I'm proud to announce that it's finally bug-free. Believe me, I put it through some pretty extensive testing to make sure there weren't any problems, and to be completely honest, I couldn't find any. I can't express how happy I am with the way the movement system turned out. Quick side note, we've decided to put the wall running on ice for the time being. It was introducing too many bugs, and there were a plethora of locations that would straight up break whenever wall running was enabled. So, no wall running for now, but I've added a system to Knightwatch for scaling walls that I honestly like a lot better. So, remember all the way back in episode 0, when we first started the series, when I talked about adding a parkour system to the game? One that was similar to the ones in the Assassin's Creed games. Well, with the help of Jacob W., whose channel will be linked in the description below, I was able to do just that. If you like what he does, be sure to give him a follow on Patreon. He does great work and deserves every bit of love that he gets. Anyways, moving on. With the climbing system added to the game, we can scale all sorts of walls, actors, and objects. If there's a surface our character can't normally climb, all we have to do is drag these climbable object actors into the level, which are represented by these big beige rectangles. Our character will detect them and grab onto them in order to scale surfaces. The possibilities for climbing using these objects are endless. Imagine a Shadow of the Colossus style boss fight where we're able to climb up on a massive enemy in order to bring them down, simply by attaching these grabbable actors to them. Definitely something I'll be working on in the near future. But until then, I encourage you to take a look at our new climbing system in action. I put together a little obstacle course made out of objects I found around the Edenvale map for our character to tackle. And even though we've been using our female character throughout this video, I think it's only fitting that we switch back over to our naked baby man who started us off on this journey to begin with. So take it away, naked baby man. Okay everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Knightwatch A Journey. I had a lot of fun working on it, Matt is slowly grasping the Unreal Engine 4, and soon he's going to start working on the map with me. We're really excited for what the future holds for Knightwatch. And in case you haven't heard, we're also going to be making some big changes to the channel. First off, we're going to be recording episodes 0 through 12. Episode 0 has actually already been re-recorded and released, of the Knightwatch game dev series, and I'll be moving the older episodes to a legacy playlist. So the new episodes 0 through 12 will be in the main Knightwatch playlist, and the legacy playlist will contain the original episodes 0 through 12. In my opinion, the originals were pretty bad, and now that I've gotten better at video editing and game design, I'd like the devlogs to reflect that. There were a lot of jokes that didn't land, and it didn't really capture the tone we're going for with Knightwatch. In addition, we're also going to be creating a lore video playlist. I've gotten some requests from fans to keep lore and devlogs separate from one another, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Matt and I have been hard at work on some new Knightwatch lore videos that'll be hitting the channel in the very near future. Anyways, that's all we've got for you today. Be sure to keep an eye out for new devlogs and lore videos on the channel, and we'll see you in the next video, folks. Have a good one.